Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hell for Dummies. I have had some horrible luck spawning in the location that I'm going to show you today. So, I was just playing as a bard yesterday and I happened to get the spawn that I needed. So I figured I'd go ahead and show this video. I'm caped up and everything, which is not the norm for these videos. But the bard as a support class, it's pretty weak with the bow unless you can hit him with the flute spell, the Shriek of Weakness. But like as a ranger, you can see I'll show the strats for the ranger, and as a melee, you can definitely see the strats too. I'll go into that. I'm going to show my approach to hell just for posterity, and the real focal point is going to be hell. So go ahead and skip to about the 10-minute mark if you just want to see the strats there. Now another thing too, just because I'm wearing a cape doesn't mean I'm actually like geared up. That's all base gear bought from the tailor besides the cape. I just have way too many capes because of Wanderer's Luck, which is a perk on the bard that makes you luckier when you search chests. Just a note for some of the new players, when you spawn in this location, it's almost always worth going down this super trapped 007 hallway, because this lion's head, in my experience, is always open. So you can go ahead and just get some free loot there, just by killing a couple dragonflies and jumping over some traps.
Bug. See.
Now, what I was trying to do there is crouch and stick my face into the chest, because if you can clip your head into the side of the chest, you'll be able to tell if it's a mimic or not by if it has teeth. You will be able to see the mimic's tongue and teeth through the clipping of the chest. Okay, so I realized that you can't actually spawn in the room to the south, which is the room that we're covering today. You can either spawn to the north or the south of it. When you spawn in this room and you get a circle like I have here, do what I just did there. Break the pot. If you don't have like range, then just run to the left side of him like I did. I just find it's more consistent to break the pot and run on that side. So yeah, we're gonna clear this guy, being careful not to aggro the archer at the top of the stairs. If we go too far up the stairs, we're gonna aggro that guy, and it's gonna make this really difficult. I didn't really even want to deal with the archer at all. You'll see I end up having to fight him later. So maybe it's actually a good idea to just go ahead and take that archer out. But when you're approaching into this room from the north, you can see I'm very wary because I know there's a zombie. And zombies, as you know, are very difficult to deal with in tight corridors, so I find the quickest way to deal with him is to just trap him in the starting room, which I'm going to do in a moment. From there, all you really need to do in this area is take out the archers, being very wary of the archers that are in the junctions to the room, I should say. There's this outer hallway that goes around the room with the tower. And just inside are a couple of archers that are just waiting for you. 3 to be exact. And just as you pick your way along that kind of outer hallway, you have to deal with each archer, and then you can go ahead and fight the mobs with it. I think this is one of the better rooms to get to clear because there is a skeleton champion in here. And the skeleton champions have a chance, of course, to drop a key, which is an insane loot item that people will pay their left leg for reasons that I'm not going to cover in this video. But if you have the luck of getting this room, then you get to go ahead and score a skeleton champion on the Inferno loot table, so he's going to have a higher chance of dropping that key for you. I'll cover the strat for when you come in from the south side of the room, likely in another video. But from this side of the room, it's rather simple. We're going to take out the archers, we're going to kill some mobs, and then we're going to use the tower in the middle to cheese a couple mobs and just go ahead and get free loot, free room, and it's all chill. As a ranged character, it's obviously pretty straightforward to just duel these guys, but as I showed just there, if you want to fight them with a melee, you can step back just far enough to where they walk like right up to that corner, and then you have very minimal distance to just step forward and stab them. You can even get in a couple before stepping safely back around the corner. But that's basically all the strats in this video, besides standing on the tower in the middle so things can't hit you, but you'll see very, easily when I do that as well. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and let it roll from here. On a note, I do believe the skeleton champion always gets stuck on this door. Just be prepared to run around him into the tower that I was talking about if he does not. Or if you're a melee champion, it's obviously probably quite a bit smarter to just go directly for the tower so that you don't have to fight this archer. Hey, Aerodime. Welcome and thank you. I actually opt to just not clear the rest of the mobs in this area because my inventory's pretty full, and this was not intended to actually be a tutorial video either. I just realized afterward that I still haven't covered this room, so what you can do though is you can just kite every single mob over to this tower that I'm going to show you in like 2 seconds. This thingy. I'm not talking about the tower in the corner of the room, like the actual tower. That tower I'll cover in another video, but it is another cheese spot if you can clear it. But it's really only a ranged strategy. I wouldn't even recommend trying to come in from that direction with a melee character, for reasons that will become obvious if you ever try it or if I can cover it in another video. Just the problem, I guess I'll notate right now, is that there's like 3 nightmare level death skulls back there above like this parkour lake of blood, and then once you finally reach the top of the climb, there's an archer at the top of the tower that's kind of hard to deal with if you're melee. But yeah, it's a pretty clean room, pretty easy room to take out as long as you come in from the north side or from the east side. I called the room the Nameless room because every time I walk into this room it says Goblin Maze on my mini-map, and I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, that's basically the room. So if you learned anything, please go ahead and like and subscribe, or if you even just enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it. It's really good for a startup channel like mine. I hope to see y'all on the next one, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for watching.